Good morning, everyone. Who do we got in chat? Martin, Da Vinci, Brad, Captain, how's it going, y'all? It's been a little while, but the plan this morning is we are going to do another one of our kind of maker hangout streams where you guys are going to come join me on stream, talk about all the cool fun things going on in your workshop. Yeah, that's the plan for this morning. There's a few stipulations. One, no, not safe for work stuff. Two, no blasters, because YouTube doesn't like that, and I'd rather not have the channel banned. I don't have the resources to reach out to anybody to fix that should it happen. So we're not even going to attempt that way. It's Monday the 13th. Ugh. So there are the stipulations. How you're going to join. You are going to jump into a Discord call. I'm having a little bit of issues over here with one of my programs. It's not wanting to fire up and work right. So hopefully I can get this going here in a second and we can do that. But it's the program that lets me divert audio to two sources. Let me remove selection. Okay. Remove selection. Nope. Headphones. Why are you saying that? I legit have these headphones doing nothing else. Disconnect. Connect. Okay. X. Short, large icons, whatever. Good. We're just going to try it and see if it works. All right. So, let me try doing this. Let me disconnect this. What if I do that? Remove. Now it connected. Awesome. Okay. And now if I go in here and join the voice channel. Lovely. Where's it outputting its audio to? Good. Think that'll work. So, so if anybody wants to jump on the Discord, jump in the voice chat channel, we will see if it is outputting audio, and then we will get this party started. It's going to be a short stream today, guys. My daughter has an appointment at 11, so it's probably going to be till about 10. We're just going to talk, have a good time, and yeah, and if you guys don't want to jump in, then we're just going to talk about my bull crap that you guys know all about. Rather talk about yours. Captain, I know you got some cool stuff going on your way. I'd like to hear about where you stand with your new workshop. Brad, I know you're probably out working, so I'll forgive you this one time. Oh, you're going to be able to jump in? Awesome. While we're waiting for some folks that may or may not want to jump in and chat, let's talk about what I've got right this second. So I put a picture in chat of these NG panels. It's the back panel for the Ender 3 NG. But if you look, you can see the infill through the magenta, because it's only 2 layers of magenta. Yeah, I can't decide whether or not I like it or not, Brad. I'm going to put it together. I've got the last one printing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it so it's black with magenta hexagons, and see if I like that better. Because then the magenta is going to be magenta all the way through to the back. And that should resolve that issue of being able to see the infill through. The black should be fine with just 2 layers of black with magenta behind it, I think. We'll see which one I like better. And we'll have 2 options when we put it together. I'm cranking on NG parts over here. We've got Brad. Brad, let me pull up this and see if, once you start talking, if I have audio levels. Yeah. Captain's going to pop in a few. Awesome. Awesome. So, the channel's been doing fantastic. On, let's see, Saturday, we ranked up almost 100 hours of watch time, 20 some new subscribers. I can hear you. Can you hear me, Brad? Brad, can you hear me? No. Let me see. Audio input. Okay. Can you hear me now? It's going to be a little bit funny because it's not going to take the input from my headphones for some reason. Yeah, it's not wanting to take. All right. I can hear you. All right. So we're going to go over here to maker chat scene. And then I'm going to move all this stuff away. And we've got
this is where I'm at today.
Get rid of some Discord ads. Yeah, there we go. Nick, how's it going? No bang fart, sir. I am sorry. Not gonna happen over here. But I'm glad you're here nonetheless. Yeah, so Brad, what you got going on, man?
Got to work on a sub-zero of this plant today. I was just printing some Halloween stuff and working on some Trident parts, doing a different exhaust fan on the back of the Trident, so it's got a spot for a plug mount to bring my USB cable up to the tool head, that kind of stuff, and different clips for the surround on it for the enclosure because everything was all in black. So I'm doing some in red to give it a little color.
Nice. What
And I've
red are
been
you
kind of
using?
looking at that Nerf. What's that?
What red are you using?
What red? It's a LDO sparkle red.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact name. I think that's all they call it, sparkle red. I've got a stardust gray, a stardust black. I think that's what it is. It's a stardust red.
Okay, yeah. Um, I used the Stardust Gray. How are you liking the Stardust Red?
It's decent. It's decent. You don't really see the sparkle in it until you're right up on it or the light's cutting across it just right. But it's a decent looking red. The stardust shows up best on the gray. That's what my NG is. It's LDO blue and stardust gray.
Yeah. The Stardust Gray, I struggled with it first. It's got so much fine glitter in it. It liked to clog nozzles.
Yeah, I ran mine with a .6.
Yeah, I found I had to run it through a bigger nozzle. Um,
Yep.
yeah. So, and
Yep. Same
a
same
non
thing with
CHT
the
style
Central
nozzle
3D
too.
blue. Yep.
Central 3D's the same way.
Yeah, they've got a sparkle red and I think a sparkle black that I bought, and I had to run those both through a .6.
Uh,
So I've only recently started using a .6, but I'm kind of grooving on it. That might just be my go-to all the time.
yeah. Um, it can provide some stronger prints, and if you're doing like parts that have overhangs, if you run a
Hmm.
.6 nozzle at a lower layer height, you can get
Hmm.
some pretty insane overhangs out of a .6.
So I've been running a .24 layer height. So if I drop that down to say .2 with that .6 nozzle, it does a little better on the overhangs.
Yeah, because what happens is because the layers are smaller, the
Hmm.
the amount that it's actually overhanging in relation to how much of the extruded material is sitting on top of material that's already there is greater. So,
Mm.
like the Gerari drawers, when I printed the handles, I took the layer heights. I used adaptive, so once I got to the handle, I took the
Uh-huh.
layer height from .2 all the way down to .08 to get those overhangs to print better.
Nice.
So if you like a .6, if you're running, 115% extrusion width, and then
Hmm.
you drop that down to, a .12 layer height, you're going to be able to print some crazy overhangs. Just
That is
because
good to
most
know.
of the material is still sitting on top of previous material. And print the inner walls first and then the outer, so that the
Okay.
material has material next to it to stick to. So it's not just sticking to the material underneath, it's sticking to the material beside it.
That
Um,
that makes sense. So if it does lay down just a little bit wonky, it'll be on the inside wall. It'll look good on the outside.
well, yes, but also so that the outside wall has the inside wall to stick to.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm gonna have to mess with that. I had to do it twice. An adapter or a different cover for the rear exhaust on the Trident because the first one I tried printing it at a 45 because it had some weird overhangs in it. and those overhangs that were weird were good, but then the bottom edges look like crap. And
I
I ended up
apologize.
getting it and getting it to look good.
I apologize, everybody. I just realized that the laptop audio output was muted. So up till this moment, I think nobody was able to hear you, Brad. So quickly, what we were discussing was Brad's running a 0.6 nozzle in his printer, and we were discussing, you heard my side of it. You were able to hear him? Okay, awesome. Good, good, good. They did hear you. Mini Bike, you're new to chat. Welcome. Love the name. Mini Bikes held a special place in my youth. Loved them. Just a bit of an echo. Huh. Let me move my mic down. Maybe I'm having bleed out of my headphones. Let's see. I'll move it over here.
Turned my audio down a punch in case it's bleeding across mine.
No, I don't think so, because the only thing that's sending audio out, like audibly, is into my ear, into a headphone, which should have been picking up your audio, my audio, and feeding it out to you, but wasn't for some reason. It started doing that in the middle of Gerari's interview, where it wasn't feeding my audio to him for some reason. And I don't know why. I'm hoping my laptop's mic is picking up me good enough for you to hear.
So did you do that back panel on the switch wire with the Jabberwocky tool head?
No, the Jabberwocky toolhead isn't getting used yet. It's on the switch wire that we're building. This back panel,
Okay.
we're printing on the Trident right now. We did all that work yesterday on stream, changing over to Calico and stuff like that. So I've just been running it as much as possible, trying to see if I get any issues. So far, so good. So tonight I need to find print and put it on late at night so that it has as little time to waste material as possible, because 4 a.m. is when it likes to do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the Pies run a systems check kind of thing at 4 a.m. And when it did that, it would deauthorize the screen and then reauthorize it. And when it did, it would, I think the AFC Clipper screen add-on, like when it would fire up, would run a systems check that the box turtle runs at the beginning. And in doing that, it would eject the filament, because it thought it thought the entire printer was booting back up again for the first time in the middle of a print, and was running a systems check. That's what I think was happening. But there's no logs.
I've been kind of waiting.
It doesn't log any of it.
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting to see what you found on it. I had an old Cobra 2 Neo that I converted to Clipper, and it would print for a while, and then it would just jump to the print end macro, like, hey, I'm done. And, maybe a quarter or half the print is done. And I never could figure it out. And from what I was reading, and they're like, well, remake the flash for your board. And I did. And it didn't make any difference. And I reflashed Clipper and set it all back up, and that didn't make any difference. I never did figure it out, so I just got it sitting off to the side. It's an old bed slinger that, I would just run little tchotchkes for the kids on it anyway. So I've got it kind of sitting to the side until at some point I get another idea to figure out what to do with it.
Oh, I guess chat is saying that it's echoing on your end. I don't know if you still have the stream up, maybe, or if maybe just your volume's turned up too loud and your mic's picking up your speakers.
I just turned my volume down. How'd that do?
Is it better now, Down Under Maker? I'll let you go ahead and talk for a minute, Brad, and we'll find out if he says it's better.
Okay. So, but yeah, I never did find the solution on that Cobra 2 Neo, so it's just collecting dust until some point that I figure it out.
Doxed by Creality. Down Under Maker asked if anybody else was getting doxed by Creality. No, Creality doesn't have any of my information.
They had a live stream where they put up a bunch of email addresses and usernames and stuff on the screen and just left them hanging there.
Oh, yeah, they don't have any of that information from me. But the only time I emailed them was 3 years ago about my son's under 3, because he kept saying that it wasn't working right. Turns out he never turned the PSU over to 115 volts.
Oh.
In his excitement to set it up, he knew too. He just didn't do it. Too excited to set it up, I guess.
Yep.
Says it's better, but not gone. Oh, for entries onto the thing. That's interesting. Were they running like a stream and they were giving away stuff and you entered and they put everybody's entry stuff up there? As I was going to say, they'd have to go back pretty far and very specifically try to find information to dox me. Not that it's too hard to figure out. ProjectsInDadsGarage at gmail.com. It's in the
same
description.
thing on their bamboo giveaway about a month ago.
I got to figure out, get a hold of Jeremy or Steve and figure out this Wheel of Names thing, how that works. And setting up a Google Doc and stuff like that for this upcoming stream. Never having done a giveaway, it was never something I bothered to figure out how to do right. No, I think I did do Wheel of Names once in the gaming Discord I was in. That was a long time ago, though. I'm not sure I set up a Google Doc for it, though. Anywho.
Yeah, when's the little dollar sign going to show up down next to the chat icon on your YouTube? Did you just set up on that yet?
So we are at the watch hours we need. The issue comes about in that YouTube calculates stuff a couple days behind. So YouTube has only got it officially counted up to the 8th. So once it's caught up here later on this week. So I'm hoping by this weekend we'll be good. Because I'm assuming it's going to take them a couple days to process stuff and actually turn things on. I don't know though. My first time. And then at the current rate, man, we hit 100 hours a day on watch time. It won't take long to go from 3,000 to 4,000. Make sure if you're region locked for prizes that you have that in the Google Doc. Good point, Down Under Maker. Yeah, I got to get with somebody that knows how to set it up. I don't know how to set it up. Yeah. So we were chatting a bit yesterday, and you said you just recently got into the hobby about a year ago, and your story is very familiar to a few others that I have heard where they got, well, I'll let you tell it. Go ahead. I would like to have you tell the story of how you got into 3D printing.
Okay, hopefully this doesn't echo too bad. But my son last Christmas wanted a 3D printer, asked for it for Christmas, and I looked into it, and it looked like there was some learning curve to it. So I bought two printers, and one of them I set up in a little back room in the basement to where it wasn't ruining Christmas for him. You know, he didn't see it, so I could learn how to mess with it and figure it out and be able to get him all set up at Christmas and up and running. And so I bought an Ender 3 and a Cobra 2 Neo. His was the Neo because it had auto bed leveling and everything. The Ender 3 I bought for like next to nothing. And I didn't spend much money on them because it's one of those things of, you know, maybe this will stick and we do it, or maybe it collects dust after we play with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we absolutely fell in love with the hobby. And then I started messing with that Ender 3, and it didn't have a bed level probe or anything on it. It was just straight basic. So I added, you know, CR Touch and started messing with it. And then I bought a little Pad 7 and was working on Clipper and ended up in the Big Tree Tech chat. And that was actually where I first met Phil, who talked me through getting Clipper set up and running on that Ender 3. And just kind of started modding and messing around and playing from there. And I built some printers and just been heavy into it ever since.
Yeah. Now, does your son still do it much, or did the hobby just kind of stick with you and him not so much? I know kids are a little bit flaky on their interests.
No, he's still pretty into it. So for his birthday, I ended up changing him out to a Cobra S1 with the 8-color ace on it, and he is more into the printing than the messing with the machines. But with
Yeah.
that thing, he can just jump into their app and click a few buttons and spit out some parts, and he's enjoying that part of it. He makes a lot of toy weapons, you know, toy butterfly knives and little plastic grenades that the pins pop out of, and little spring guns and stuff. He's having fun with it.
It sounds exactly like what my son used his for. My son got me into the hobby, so we're on similar terms as far as that goes. Again, if anybody would like to join in on the discussion, we are all you gotta do is hop into the garage voice channel on Discord. We got Captain hopping in, and you can join in. We're going to be going for about another half hour here. I say a lot. I watched back one of my streams. That's a problem. Even when I know what I'm going to say, I don't know. It's some sort of crutch thing, I guess. Thing to work on.
I think we all do that until we realize it and start working on it. It's just kind of nature.
Yeah. Currently, I'm working on starting stuff with so. It's completely an unnecessary word at the beginning of most sentences that I say. I'm working really hard on nixing it out of when I speak and when I type. It's easier when I type, but yeah.
When you type, you can think through what you're saying. When you speak, it usually comes immediate.
Yeah. I was recording a short the other day and had to restart it 3 times because I started it with so each time.
Oh, don't get me started on that. I'm so sick of video editing and shorts right now.
Daughter loves Flexi Monkeys. You got to send me a link or something down under Maker because my youngest one would very much love a Flexi Monkey.
Is Fixham Dude? He's one of the guys over on Things.com, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
I think it's a
I've heard that.
subscription thing.
I've heard somebody mention the name before, but I don't know that I've ever seen any of his stuff.
Oh, he's on printables. So, I have coffee now. How is everybody?
Doing good, doing good. I got a lot of crap to deal with throughout today, so that's why we're trying to squeeze in a little stream here this morning.
Yeah. So, you wanted me to pop on to talk to about my little workshop, and the conduit should either be here today or tomorrow for my electrical. We're running a 100 amp service line out there, so I'll have plenty
Well,
of
that'll
power.
get it done. Yeah.
Right now, everything's being run off of an extension cord.
You get
It's
you a
fine
little
to.
HVAC unit to heat that with, heat it to cool it.
No, so I had ordered one, and then they had refunded the money because they went out of stock because they had a special on them. It was a GE model that was for $499. It was the cheapest I had been able to find with the specs that I needed for the, space that I needed to heat and cool. And I can't find another one. So temporarily, I have bought a Black& Decker portable air conditioner heat pump unit.
You end up being about 36,000 BTUs on that, on a heat pump.
This one is 24,000 for that little 13 by 22 shop.
Yeah, true. You're in Colorado. You guys get pretty good heat load this summer, though.
Oh yeah, we get lots of heat. The issue that I'm working with right now is just getting the power into the building. So, thank you. But the shop is almost done. I still have some printers to move out.
I've said a lot of times, it's too bad there's so much geography amongst us all, because a lot of the stuff people are working on is my exact jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of your shed. Not that I'd turn it into a workshop outside. I'd just move a whole bunch of crap in the garage out to the shed.
Yeah. So you have a perfectly good insulated garage. I tell you what, it even with the spray foam insulation, of course I don't have the ceiling done yet because I'm still waiting on that to show up. But uh, it's hot in there. It gets above 60 degrees outside, and oh dang, it's hot in there. Kind of makes me wonder if I'd be able to print ABS or ASA on an Ender 3.
Just use your shed as the enclosure.
Exactly.
I'm setting up a plate of monkeys. New window.
But as painful it is on the pocketbook and on my back as it has been, I'm happy with the build of the shed. So it's getting. I started cleaning the studio out here, and it looks to be about half done. But there's so much more room out there. I mean, I can actually walk.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
I just posted a new short this morning too, so just a simple walkthrough. I'll be framing those two big doors in today and removing them. So yesterday we had some pretty decent wind and they tried to blow open. So they are currently screwed shut.
The doors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those things looked problematic. Okay. Let's change this to PLA. Change. That's already PLA. Let's do this one.
But I did
Brown.
finally narrow down what was wrong with my Cobra S1.
What is wrong with it?
What did you find, sir?
Nothing wrong with the printer. It's the Ace. It keeps giving me a filament broken error. I have gone through that thing like 4 times. I think the sensor on lane 2, one of the filament sensors is busted.
That is a common issue. They've got a new version of that sensor out now.
Yep. Yep. I've already sent an email off to Anycubic going, send me parts or send me my money. Either way, I don't care.
What printer is this?
I've got 2 Ace boxes that were bought at different times, and one had the old sensors and one had the new. The one with the old sensors, I ended up putting 4 new sensors in, but they sent them to me.
Yeah, well, this is supposed to be the Ace Pro. That it was only purchased a year ago.
Yeah, both mine are the Ace Pros also.
I'm going to send an email over to Anycubic. We ran out of black. How long has this print got left on it? 4 hours.
I'll tell you how to get Anycubic's attention. It's real simple. You send it to their tech support and say, I have a problem with my printer. And when they come back and ask what, you say, I don't have one of yours. Please send one. They
Interesting.
enjoy humor, apparently.
I will try that just because it's extremely entertaining, if nothing else. Okay, we've got a little bit of black. Yeah. This is Galaxy Black, but we'll use it. It's not going to be on any part that shows, so we'll be all right. Don't know why I'm wrapping this in here. I ran out of black on this print, so I gotta replace it with something.
I do have to say I'm impressed that you got that ERCF running so well.
Oh yeah, the ERCF. So I don't have them down, but I printed. So, little girl, wanted these flexi horses for her birthday. And she had mentioned them. She was over here for my daughter's birthday, and mentioned that she wanted one. I was like, all right, I'll see what I can do. And I totally forgot about it. And then her birthday came up like a month later, and her mom messaged a lady saying, hey, she really does kind of want one of those flexi horses, and sent a picture of one that they had found. So then I I hate when people just send me a picture of, hey, I want this thing, and then I've got to go try to track this model down. Anybody watching this, probably like you find something cute on TikTok that you want your husband who prints or whatever, or maybe your guy and your girlfriend prints. Click in the description of the video, find the link to the file, and send that to them, not just a screenshot from the TikTok video, so that they can like print it for you. Otherwise, they're going to invest an hour of their time trying to find this model, or they're just not going to do it at all because they don't want to spend an hour trying to find said model. Pro tip to anybody who doesn't 3D print. All right, now I got to load. But anyway, so I printed this. Controls. Load. They changed the AFC clipper screen stuff apparently. Hold on a second. Let me see what my daughter needs. Yes. No, I'm going to drop it off either on the way to your daughter's, not your daughter's, your sister's appointment, or on the way back.
Okay, there. You need like 3 of the donuts, please, because I'm starving now.
Okay. Love you too, bye. All right, sorry about that. Reverse image search. Yeah, I could do that. All right. Let's go back over here. Kilo Prince is in the chat. How's it going, man? How you been?
Oh,
And we've got Phil in joining us in chat. Like,
Only for a
literally.
few minutes, guys. I've got to go to bed soon.
No. Who needs sleep? What is sleep?
What is that?
The guy who pretty much has 4 children at the moment because he's got 2 normal kids plus a missus who's like can't get around.
Been there.
Yeah.
But I actually had 4 children plus a wife. Yeah.
Dude, you need to keep it in your pants.
3 kids, 3 dogs, an old lady. Yeah.
I
It
got
can
3
get
dogs
hectic
too.
around here. It can get hectic
I
around
got 3
here.
beagles.
Oof.
no pets, but I've got 5 kids and 2 ex-wives.
Definitely
Okay.
need to keep it in your pants.
You win.
Yep. Brad wins this game. Or loses, depending on how you're looking at it.
Yeah,
Depends
pets
on
would
the
have been
alimony,
cheaper.
doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I only got to pay that on 1 kid, but yeah, it's a little stiff. Pets would have been cheaper.
Nick, I did that once. She was Twitch streaming, and I'm like, I can't find this thing, and put a picture of it up in the Polymaker Discord. She looked at it. She goes, "Oh," reaches down and pulls it up and goes, "It's this model by this person." I was like, yes, it is. Not only did she know what it was, she had one printed on hand.
So it was 3 or 4 months ago. My wife wants me to do a Stitch from Lilo and Stitch,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not find all the right colors whatsoever. So I actually, same thing. I asked Liz on stream, and she starts listing off color codes and from who. I'm like, how do you remember these things?
Stop
And then
it.
she pulls out like 3 stitches. that she's printed.
Or speaking of dogs, they've all come to join.
Killer's got a point.
This dog is terrified of everything in the garage. I've got the Prusa down there, like right as you come out the door on the bottom shelf of this thing, and if it is running, he will stand like backed up against the wall in the hallway, just barking at it. Absolutely terrified of it.
Well, at least you don't have an a-hole cat that will actually sit on the print bed while it's trying to print.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, turn the workshop light on. Did I just make everybody's Siri jump?
No, mine does really good with only responding to me.
I don't have Siri.
I think I have a different enough voice from everybody else in the household. Probably because I'm the only guy in the household. That my Siri won't answer to anybody but me.
I have 2 iPhones on me. My work phone said, "Sorry, I can't do that."
Yeah. Pezlis is an amazing person. Every time I went to her with any question, you know, she was able to get back with me, Nick. It's
Speaking
of,
yeah.
if you say Pezlis'
You just
name
mentioned
3
Liz's
times,
name and she appears. She's like Beetlejuice.
we were talking about the fact that
Liz, were your ears burning?
I had to find a model once, and how people just send you pictures of models, and then you got to go try to figure out what it is. And Nick said about just ask you, and I was saying, funny enough, I had done that. It was a while ago now, but you were streaming, and I posted up in the Polymaker Discord a picture, and you're on stream, you're like, oh yeah, it's this model, just reach down and grab it. You had it on hand printed already. And how you are pretty much an encyclopedia of filaments. Yeah. So it was all positive stuff. I haven't met anybody yet that has anything to say about you that isn't positive. Now I forgot where we were. Oh, you were talking about something. It is. I'm going to close this door. If you're just going to sit here and
things, I don't remember.
The dog's terrified of the filament spool I'm holding. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left, and then I got to go make sure everybody's getting ready for this appointment and run money for the school dance and apparently donuts to my daughter.
Donuts.
Yeah, she's like, if you haven't left yet, can you bring donuts with you? We've got like a box of little tiny Edmonds donuts. I'm going to bring her 3 of them. Yeah, so for those that are just joining us in chat, what we're doing today is just a hangout stream, kind of a maker hangout. I didn't have a whole lot of time, didn't want to dive into wiring, which is not a thing you dive into for only an hour. So I figured today would be a good day to bring this back. Everybody seemed to enjoy it last time. Mini bike. Hey, Google, Xbox off. Nice. JPP, how's it going? Bearded Printer. Yeah, hanging out is fun. And getting to hear about everybody else's projects and whatnot is awesome. Oh, Down Under
Decided
Maker.
to sign up for some CAD classes to maybe learn how to get a little better at ripping up some of my own parts and pieces.
I love it, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, he's down under.
He is the upside down printer. He's got a whole bunch of
There you go,
positrons
fixed
on the
it.
shelf behind him.
Why am I
Yeah,
so
that
to
one's
say?
good.
You're to me.
So-
The Positron's build is a travel printer, but I think the V0's a better choice for travel. Take it in a Pelican case and go.
Yeah. The old lady was trying to convince me. She's like, do you need to take... And I don't know whether she was being serious or being sarcastic with me about taking the V0 with me to 3D Printopia. Because she was saying it like she was completely serious. And she kept arguing with me about it. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a printer with me. She's like, you're going to be bored, like sitting in the hotel room or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a 3D printer with me. She's like, you might need something. I was like, what am I going to need? Everything I print is to work on other printers. I was like, if I actually need something, I know for a fact I can find a friend at 3D Printopia that has a printer.
You guys know I have a pair of V0s, don't you? One each for the kids.
Oh, nice. My V0 either runs nonstop or not at all. It really depends on if I'm in the middle of building a printer.
Mine's still in the box under my workbench because I'm finishing up this Trident. And then I've got another NG that I'm working on. And once I get through those two, then the V0 goes on the van.
Oh, JPP posted in chat that his VR Creality scanner interview is going live on the channel, on his channel, in about 30 minutes. So after we get done here, go check his channel out. Also, let's I gotta wrap it up, so I'm gonna run through some of the billing department stuff. Let's if you're not subscribed to JPP, Kilo Prince, Pezlis has a YouTube channel now. Also,
You said it for
her
ages.
Twitch stream, Twitch channel. I just found it. It got recommended to me over the weekend. I was like, oh sweet, Pezlis has a YouTube channel now. And then Bearded Printers over on Twitch as well. I think I said Killer Prince's YouTube channel. He normally streams Sunday morning during the summer. He's my guy to listen to while I mow. Down Under Maker. You're normally on Wednesdays, right?
Yep.
Wednesday evenings for those of us in U.S. time zones. What is that? Thursday morning for you?
Yeah, 10 o'clock Thursday, my mornings.
Trying to look back to see if there's a Captain Kern, of course, with his YouTube and Twitch channel. Trying to make sure I hit
Isn't-
everybody.
yeah. Like Nick asked, I'm pretty sure Beatty's on YouTube as well.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Good to know. I'll go find that. Yeah, if you're making content or whatever, and you're in the Discord, there's a self-promotion channel down there. Use it. I get notified when you guys post in there, and then I get to find it and show up easy. Saves me a bunch of work. But also it helps other people in the community find the stuff. Bearded printer, that is the question. Also, he wasn't able to make it, but Maker Viking. Oh, Kegel's in chat. Check his YouTube channel
been
out
here
as
for ages.
well. I don't know. It's on the screen down there. Check out
I'm
his
having
YouTube
all
channel.
sorts of crap going on.
He's been building a stealth changer. Which is lots of fun and lots of hard work. The building part's probably going to be the easiest, I'm sure. Did I miss anybody else? If I missed you, I
think
do
so.
apologize. And then
If he
shout
missed
out.
you, it's on purpose. He hates you.
Yeah, no, so not. Shout out to my Patreon members, Brad and Dynastatic. Appreciate both of you guys. If you'd like to become a Patreon member or support the channel, there's links in the descriptions for that. There's a link in the description for the Discord to join over there. And then on the Discord, you'll get notified of my streams and everybody else's if you're in the self-promotion channel. But I've got to wrap it up because I've got to go make sure these ladies are getting ready for this appointment. And
You know they aren't.
they aren't. No. I bet you they're both still laying in bed watching TV. I know they're
Lazy
awake.
moms.
It's one of those. It's a nice, cool fall morning. Everybody's just kind of winding down from the adventures of summer. But I appreciate everybody for coming, hanging out. I want to do these streams a little bit more often. I don't know if it'll be a weekly thing, maybe a bi-weekly thing or something, where we all just kind of hang out and chat. Oh, we've got hold on. We've got Kegel's let me grab. Here's Kegel's stealth changer, making some good progress on that, man. I love it. Oh crap, it's
Thank
moving.
you.
It's doing things.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Doing things fast.
I haven't caught one of your streams since I was packing up from 3D Printopia the other day.
I haven't streamed since 3D Printopia. Been really busy.
Oh.
Just trying to get these tool changes a little bit faster.
Killer Print's all good, man. Like I said, I'm gonna do this. I don't think it's gonna be a weekly thing. Maybe a bi-weekly thing or something. Just a hangout stream. I'm not. Jerry does his Maker Hangout stream, and I'm not trying to step on his toes in any way, shape, or form. But the folks that we normally have hanging about do different kinds of projects and are into different kind of things than most of the folks Jerry has on his stream. So I think it can expose and show off some other folks' projects of a different nature. I don't know, man. It's moving pretty quick. I can't believe those Z-steppers will run that fast.
That thing's pretty sick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it'll do that on 48 volts.
Oh, you're running 48 volts to your Z-steppers? Okay.
Yeah, to the Z's and the ABs.
Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Peslers, have fun on your walk. Hope yours turns out better than mine did the other day. I went for a walk with my daughter and took the dog and trying to get the dog a drink, and he's afraid of everything, so he's afraid of the freaking hose. Got off, ran off, and then I had to go after him. Ended up taking a pretty decent fall. So I hope your walk goes much better than mine did. And with that being said, I do have to head off. Thank you all for coming, hanging out, and joining me. It's great hearing you guys'
Bye, guys.
projects. And we'll be back tomorrow. I think we're going to be working on wiring on the switch wire. Fun.
Have a good one, everybody.
I don't know if you've ever wired a printer, but it is the funnest thing ever. Later, y'all.
Later, man.